Well, hello everybody, and good morning to you. We are here live on a Wednesday morning at Star Wars Land construction site atop the Mickey and Friends parking structure, and there is just just activity happening everywhere. So what I'm going to try to do this morning is see if I can't find a couple hot spots to just show some live construction happening, and then maybe talk a little bit about what we found. So let's talk a bit about what we're seeing here. There's a couple things that are really striking to me on this visit. The last thing we just checked out, these guys building these sound walls down here along what is obviously the rivers of America. That's a new wall right there. And let's see, I'm gonna get it there. Now it's in the center of the frame. That's fairly new. We saw the rebar up. Oops, sorry. We saw them putting the rebar up over the last week or two. But what we're seeing there is very clear definition of the river's left side. That is a tight fit. Okay, so we're going to see rock work all along the river's left as it turns around or comes out of the Hungry Bear, and it's going to follow that path all the way around to these walls right about here. Yeah. So wait, let's go back here just a second. You see that here? We've got new walls up. Short of the fort, which by all accounts, wait, no, my eyes were deceiving me. That's on the Tom Sawyers Island side of the river, isn't it? That's rock work on the Tom Sawyers Island side. Do I have that right? I can't see, so it's hard to tell. Yes, okay. Center of the frame, lower third. You can see it's kind of coming up against the fort. It's going to connect with the fort, I'm betting. And I think the folks are right. That's just like a, I don't know about a retaining wall, but it's just, that's going to be more, theming, more rock work theming at the end of the island there. And that the fort is the tip of the island, and then they're going to make a sharp right around it. And so we're going to get rock work on the Tom Sawyers Island side. I wonder if we're going to be able to see or go to that part of the island. Okay, so that's still a tight fit though. You can, before what we saw them bulldozing some dirt. Obviously that's got to be now, I'm thinking that's the actual river that they were bulldozing, was that path. It's going to go between those walls and that wall right there. The river's going to be in between those two. You can kind of get a sense of that now. They're skewed, so your perspective is a little weird. That's why to me it looked like they were on the same side, but now that I think about it, they are definitely on opposite sides of the river. That's fascinating. Right, no, okay, so the wall we were just looking at is now on the right third of your frame by that tree. You can tell by the way it's pointing kind of out a little bit that it has to be on the Star Wars Land side of the river because of the way it's facing. It's pointing out. If it were on the Tom Sawyers Island side, that wall would be pointing more towards the island, but instead it's pointing away from it. So the two walls, this is probably really obvious to everybody, but for me, I'm just like struggling with it. In the center is the Tom Sawyers Island side rock work that the guy's hammering on right there. And then you got Star Wars side walls on the left and Star Wars side walls on the right. And then over here you got a whole mess of dirt at Hungry Bear where the train is coming out of. Right, so where that guy is bulldozing right now, that's river. They're building, are they? No, it can't be, shoot. It can't be, because if that's river, that path that they are dozing goes behind that wall right there. Well, maybe it is. Maybe. Oh, what's this? Okay, well, you guys, you know what? I'm going to have to defer to you guys once again. Tell me what I'm looking at, because it's just so confusing. Like the dirt is everywhere. It's hard to tell one piece of dirt from the other. But am I right at least in assuming that where we're looking, where the bulldozer is now, there's two walls. There's the fort and then the wall right next to the dozer. Does the river go between those two? It has to, right? No, okay, that's not river. What they're dozing now is not river. I mean, part of it could be, but it's not all river. The river is not extending to where they're dozing. Does that make sense? It's going to turn right. Okay, I've come all the way to the far right because I can't see because this tree right here is in the way, so you can't get a clear view, but we're starting to see some space in between the two walls, definite space there, and an area for the river traffic to turn right. And I'm betting there's a little pinch. There's two sets of walls that pinch together, and I'm betting that's that access that we've been hearing about for phantasmic storage. It's gonna cut through a waterfall and then go into that storage area, which is right about there, I think. Okay, the only other thing I want to talk about today is that it looks like Mount Spielberg is making a comeback. What was Mount Spielberg, then became Spielberg Hill, is now becoming Spielberg Mountain again. They have added a ton of dirt, literally, to that mountain. And it's starting to look a little haphazard. It doesn't have any definite shape, so they got to work on that, guys, because I don't like haphazard shapes. We need to smooth that out. For everybody with OCD, we need you to smooth that out real quick, okay? Thanks. Okay, guys, I guess that's going to do it for this morning edition of the Star Wars Land Report. We'll see you guys on Saturday morning, as usual, where we will talk more about things that we don't understand. Bye, guys.
We've got lots more videos for you to see, so grab a churro and check out our Star Wars Land updates from the Knothole gang, or maybe our Secrets in History videos. Or you can just watch all of our weekly trip reports and have your mind blown by how much fun we're having. We truly are the best of Disney Bake Fresh Daily. And don't forget, you can support Fresh Baked by joining our Patreon campaign or by buying a Fresh Baked t-shirt. Thanks again for watching, everybody. Fresh Baked!